How you feel about people that say Reggie Wright has something to do with Tupac death?
Reggie, no. Come on now. Really? People really saying that? That Reggie had something to do with it? No, absolutely not. I mean, people need to dig deeper and ask what was the consolation prize in Reggie gaining to have that done? I mean, what did he gain? Because it's 25 years later. How many years are we? We're 25 years later. What did he gain if that was the case? Nothing. So why? I laugh at that. I laugh at all these stories of this person had something to do with it. No, simply Pac got into some gangbanger shit and it went west. It went east, west, south, north that night. And had he not got into that, he would probably still be here. We're not going to point the finger at, oh, Suge had something to do with it. Or no, no, no. It was some gangbanger stuff that took place that night. And my theory is, I mean, that guy Orlando was a killer. And, you know, he was jumped. And in his mindset, there was only one way to retaliate. I mean, you know, come on, that's his mindset at that point. He was from that area where that doesn't happen, and if that does happen, the retaliation is fierce, and it happened. So I don't believe any of that. I don't believe Reggie had anything to do with that, and it would be nothing for him to gain. You know, too many conspiracy theories. You know, so many of them.
So you personally believe that Orlando Anderson was the one that shot Tupac?
I 100% believe that, and I 100% believe that it was you know, people say maybe been planned or whatever. I just think it was a direct effect of what happened. You see the tape, Pac kicked him and he retaliated. That's it. It was some gang banger stuff. This happens every single day. In Southern California, the Northern California, it happens every day. A fist fight. Somebody gets jumped and beat up. What do? They come back and they retaliate. This is how California works. This is the Wild Wild West. I get jumped. Oh no, I'm coming back. I mean, that's what happened. And if Pac would have been sitting in the corner somewhere, you know, and had nothing to do with it, then, you know, his eye angle was on Pac. I mean, because when you see on the tape, I was watching it for many years. I mean, you could see this superstar. I mean, the only thing that's going to resonate in your mind is this superstar, and, you know, the owner of Death Row Records. I mean, the other people just, you know, at that point were blinded. He's seen the two most, the two people that are, you know, the most popular ones that has something to do with that. And I believe that that's all it was. That's all it was.
So from what you heard from that night, how did it take place? Because, you know, you got some people that say that Trayvon Lane was the one that pointed out Orlando Anderson and Tupac, then Tupac went over there. Because somebody had to point him out to Tupac, because Tupac, you know, he didn't know how Orlando Anderson looked or anything.
Yeah, I mean, when in Vegas during that time, you have to understand it was all the ballers, shot callers, celebrity stars. Everybody came to Vegas. Everybody was there. You know, everybody was there in Vegas. I mean, believe me, if you had any problems with anybody, you're gonna see them in Vegas. Because that was just the place to be. We all made a point. New York, we met in Vegas, all our friends from all around Atlanta, New York, Miami, Chicago. We all met for the fight. And I think that from my point of view, Trayvon seen that guy who attempted to snatch the chain at Lakewood Mall. He seen him, you know, and, you know, that Death Row chains were hot commodity at that point. That was a symbol of Death Row. I mean, no one was doing those diamond out chains representation from a record label. Like, that was the biggest thing. You know, we set it off. So someone was trying to steal that chain. Of course, he knew who it was. He seen him and alerted the homies. Hey, yo, that's that dude right there who, you know, did XYZ. And I mean, it happens. It's takeoff season at that point. All hands on deck. All hands on deck. and all hands were on deck.
How you feel about people that say that the government was behind Tupac death, and people that say that Orlando Anderson, he was a plant and he was sent to Vegas to start the fight with Tupac, and all these conspiracies.
I don't believe all those conspiracy theories because they're just taken away. Everybody wants to, why Tupac? Why do we need to, at that point, why did the government need to take him off? I mean, what was he doing so big?
I mean, he did have influence. I mean, he did shoot two off-duty cops.
Yeah, but okay, then it's a lot of people that have done worse, but why would they want to? Why? I mean, at that moment, I mean, they could have. It was a million other ways to get this man if you wanted to, but why in Vegas and why use him? Why? I don't think so. I just think it was very simple. That it was just some gangbang shit, kind of like this, it's kind of the theory of, they drop off the guns in the hoods because they know that the black people are gonna go kill each other anyway. So let me just drop off. That's what the government does. They help you. They lend you a hand to do your dirt. They're not gonna do it themselves. And I don't think that was the case. I think it was just the way we see it. It was over a direct incident that took place and retaliation right away.
How you feel about people that say Suge Knight has something to do with Tupac death?
Well, damn, he almost got his head blown off that night too. I mean, I don't think that. Why would Suge say, okay, if you shoot, but just this skin my head to amateur shooters, not a sharpshooter, but amateur shooters? Just tell them to this skin over your head. Come on now. They was trying to get him too. He just got missed. So absolutely not. I mean, please don't practice while I'm in the car. Don't practice. No. I want to be far, far away. So, I mean, that debunks Suge at this point because he was in the car and he got skinned. That thing went right over his head. So, come on now. Not logical. I don't believe that either. I think it's all the many conspiracy theories that, that makes the world go around. Everybody wants to believe something. I mean, Pac was huge. I mean, he was beloved by so many, so people want to believe, they want to believe what they want. So, it's my opinion, you guys.
Did you see Keefe D interview?
I seen bits and parts of it, maybe on Vlad, but I don't really watch Vlad like that, so bits and pieces.
Do you believe what he was saying in regards to the shooting with Tupac?
I believe, yeah, why not? Why would you put yourself there and put your hands in it? Why not? I mean, I did hear that part. I mean, I believe that, he was giving accurate details, of what happened that night, I believe it.